Everyone, welcome back for another episode of Adams for the Love of Movie Picks. This time around, we're going to be talking about the 1996 film Daylight, starring Sylvester Stallone. So this movie has Sylvester Stallone as Kit Latura, Amy Brenneman as Madeline Thompson, Viggo Mortensen as Roy Nord, Dan Hedaya as Frank Kraft, J.O. Sanders as Stephen Crichton, Karen Young as Sarah Crichton, Claire Bloom as Eleanor Trilling, Vanessa Bell Calloway as Grace Calloway, Renoli Santiago as Mikey, Colin Fox as Roger Trilling, Danielle Harris as Ashley Crichton, Trina McGee as LaTanya, Marcelo Thedford as Kadeem, Sage Stallone as Vincent, Mark Rolston as Chief Dennis Wilson, and Stan Shaw as George Tyrell. I think that's pretty much the extent of the well-known actors in this one. So, Daylight is one of my favorite movies from my childhood. When this movie came out, I was 8 years old. Saw it with my mom. I don't know if we saw it in theaters or on video first, but either way, I first saw it in '96. One of my favorite movies. It's just a great all-around film. Classic 90s film, just the way it was shot, the effects, just really, and a lot of the effects, which is nice, are practical effects in this movie. Practical effects and miniatures. So the basis of it is, and it's a very believable storyline too, in terms of something like, you could picture something like this actually happening. Ooh, excuse me. So you've got the tunnel, I think it's based off. It is either a real tunnel or based off a real tunnel in New York, between New York and New Jersey. That one night there's illegal chemicals are being transported through the tunnel. At the same token, you've got a bad guy trying to escape from the police, speeding through the tunnel, ends up crashing into the truss, causing a massive explosion, and sealing off the tunnel at both ends. Now, the only aspect of it that I don't know how believable it would be is could people survive if there would be any survivors? Just because of how big the blast is, that caused it. I don't know if in real life if it would be something that people could survive. But for the sake of argument, say for the movie, let's say people did survive, and they do in this movie. It's about Sylvester Stallone's character, Kit Latura, a retired EMS chief, who just happened to be on the scene in his other job as a driver, and decides to rescue these people and try to atone for his past sins. So it's all about him assessing the situation, figuring out a way into the tunnel, which unfortunately cannot be the same way out because he actually goes in through the ventilation system. And they can only shut it down for so long. And that ventilation is providing whatever air that they have in this tunnel, because it's toxic in there. It's sealed off at both ends. The mid-river passage, because there's a north and south tube. This happens in the north tube. The mid-river passage between the two tubes is sealed and collapsed. So really, there's no way out for them. Other than the obvious, which, if they break into the tunnel, they're worried about a pressure shift causing the whole thing to implode and collapse. So it's basically, about him trying to get the survivors through various events that are happening in the movie, secondary explosions, because this is an under-river tunnel. It goes under the Hudson River, flooding. Oh, excuse me, and secondary collapses as well. So yeah, it's a really simple storyline, but really effective to watch. It keeps you drawn in for a good majority of the movie. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, and it's just a really great movie to watch. This is one of my all-time favorite movies from my childhood. I absolutely love Daylight. If you've never seen Daylight, I highly recommend it, and if you have, I'd recommend watching it again. Maybe you haven't seen it in a while. So there you are, folks. As always, if you enjoyed my video, please click that thumbs up, leave a like down below. As always, feel free to leave a comment down below in the comment section. And if you really enjoy my channel, please subscribe, okay? I would greatly appreciate it. That's all we have for you this week, folks. We'll catch you next week for another episode.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.